right, week 2 of Extra Bases here on Mizzou Network. Let's jump right into it with Mizzou softball coach Ehren Earleywine. And coach, quite the successful weekend against South Carolina, a sweep and an offensive outburst. And I know that's something that's you're always pushing with your team is to get those bats going, and they're certainly clicking right now.
Yeah, it was kind of a continuation really of probably the last 6 or 7 games that we've played. We've been swinging the bats really well, getting production from the top and the bottom of the order. Haven't done as much shuffling around with the lineup that I did early in the season, so starting to feel more settled with a lineup right now. Hopefully that transitions into the girls feeling more settled into their role in the lineup, but really happy right now with the way we're swinging the bats.
Roth, Randazzo, Hudson, I mean, everybody's hitting the ball right now, aren't they?
Yeah, and that's, you know, it's such a problem when you just have 1 or 2 kids that are hot for the obvious reasons, but also because, you know, if Nicole and JJ, let's say hypothetically, were the kids who are really swinging well, you just pitch around them, and then the next kid's going to make an out, and you can defeat our lineup like that. You can't pitch around Nicole now because Randazzo's hot. You can't pitch around Randazzo because Roth's hot, and so on and so forth. So, in a good spot right now.
Let's get interactive. If you ever have a question for Coach Ehren Earleywine, tweet at us at Mizzou Network or hashtag AskCoachE, and we go to Twitter for this first one. What is your favorite part about coaching, and maybe in particular this team?
Well, my favorite thing about coaching in general is winning. I love to compete, so winning is a big, big deal to me. This team in particular has been interesting because there's been so much scrutiny about this team, especially last year with their inability to score runs and to produce offense. And so it's been fun to watch a lot of those kids prove the naysayers wrong and to score so many runs and to arguably be one of the best offensive teams here at Mizzou. So that's been a fun thing to watch. I love the I told you so thing.
This next question comes from fan Anna Bingham Young. What have been the key components to building this into where it is now?
Well, it's the same as any program. It starts with great recruits. You know, obviously you got to have good players. And then secondly, I've surrounded myself with staff not only who are good at what they do and good people, but they do things well that I don't do well.
Next question comes to us from Jason Brooks. Who are the main teams that you feel like will compete for an SEC championship as we get into conference season now?
Well, there's a lot in the SEC, but I'll try to narrow it down to 3. I think obviously Tennessee's a very hot team right now. They just swept Texas A&M 2 weekends ago, and A&M's got a great team this year. Alabama, defending national champion, you got to throw them in the mix. And then Florida is arguably having the best season of anybody in the SEC. So those 3 schools right there present serious problems, not only for us, but any team that plays them is going to have a difficult time. So I think this SEC championship, this conference championship, is going to come down to the last game. I really do.
Tigers travel to Tuscaloosa this weekend to take on the Crimson Tide. Finally, this is a little bit of a trip down memory lane from Tasha Wilson on Twitter. Do you remember playing ball with Carrie Shaw?
Absolutely. Great teammate, good friend of mine, and a very good player as well. And we actually stay in contact. He coaches high school softball over near the Kansas City area. So we remain in contact, good friend of mine.
All right, Coach, we appreciate it. Good luck at Missouri State and then Alabama this weekend.
Yeah, thank you so much.
And don't forget, if you've got a question for Coach E here on Extra Bases, tweet at us at Mizzou Network, hashtag AskCoachE.